Adventure is in our DNA. It courses through our veins, beckoning us to step beyond the boundaries of comfort and explore the vast tapestry of the world. Deep within our souls, there exists an insatiable longing for discovery, a burning desire to venture into the unknown. It is this primal urge that propels us forward, driving us to seek new horizons and conquer uncharted territories. Adventure teaches us invaluable lessons along the way. It teaches us to be resilient in the face of adversity, to embrace uncertainty with open arms, and to adapt to the ever-changing landscapes that lie before us. My name is Ansel, and I am a seeker of the extraordinary, a wanderer fueled by the thirst for exploration and adventure. In a world bustling with the mundane and predictable, my wife Allison, our loyal canine companion Floki, and I are the spirited trio who dance to the rhythm of our own footsteps. Through rugged terrains and winding trails, Allison, Floki, and I embrace the challenges with unwavering determination. So join us on our adventure and let's go exploring.
So we've been on the road for a few hours now, and as you can see, we've switched drivers. It's quite a drive, especially if you had traffic on the main highway. But we're just plugging along and waiting to get to at least the start of the dirt road where we can air down and get going from there. So this is Floki. He's a 6-month-old husky, Siberian husky, and he's a gorgeous, happy dog. We got him when he was 7.5 weeks old, and we've taken him around, but this is his first real longer trip. He spent quite a few hours in the vehicle, so he's fairly comfortable. He doesn't whine or anything, but yeah, I think he loves being outdoors, and with a little bit more training and a little bit more exposure, I think he's going to learn to love it even more. So he's quite happy in the outdoors. We just got to be careful with him because he is still young, he is still little, and he's still learning what he can eat, what he can't eat, what kind of bushes he probably shouldn't approach, but he'll learn pretty quickly, I'm sure. He's a smart boy, so yeah.
The road to our destination was quite long, but with incredible views of the mountains and canyons of British Columbia, Canada, you can't really complain too much. After all, overlanding is just as much about the journey as it is about the destination.
It's crazy that we had this winter, endless, relentless, that's what I want, relentless winter that just
Never ended.
Just didn't want to stop.
It was a relentless winter.
It was all of a sudden where you're like, okay, March, sure. April, okay guys, it's May, enough.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, right, summer, boom, 30 degrees. We had no in between. There was no 20-degree weather at any point. Last week it was 16 and now it's 30.
It's a scorcher of a day today, right? Like, I think jumping into the river might be a good plan. Did you bring a bathing suit?
I did bring a bathing suit. Did you
bring my bathing suit?
I gave it to you.
You gave me my bathing suit?
Yes, and I told you to pack it.
I don't remember.
Okay, well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
Well, I might just have to jump into the river in my undies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Floki is over this trip already. A few hours in the car and he's like, screw this. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Me? Why, thank you, dear.
Thank you, dear. This deer just won't move. Move.
Like, he doesn't even know we're here.
I know.
But if
He
you
doesn't
were
even
hunting
care.
him, he would have heard you.
If you're hunting You're never gonna get this deer.
Yeah.
Is it a whitetail or a blacktail? Looks like a blacktail.
I see a little bit of white and a little bit of black. I don't know the difference.
Okay, if I was hunting right now, like, bro, look at this.
Yes.
Oh,
I like
finally. Jeez. Get out of here.
Oh, it is properly hot out. Oh my. I'm wearing this long sleeve thinking I should take it off, but also I don't think I'd be any cooler. Like, I think it's helping protect me from UV lights or whatever it is. So.
Yeah, it's honestly probably helping wearing a long sleeve because I have a short sleeve on and my arms are just burning.
Yeah.
Well, shall we?
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Airing down our tires is an optional comfort we often opt for. It provides some cushioning on large bumps, dampens the impact on rocks and branches, and provides extra traction. Though airing down is not truly necessary on Forest Service roads, where we were headed, airing down will certainly be a good idea. It also provides us with a much needed break from driving to stretch out our legs and let Floki out as well. We were pretty excited for the path forward and getting warm in the sun, so after airing down to a comfortable 18 psi, we were eager to get back on the road and tackle our first adventurous roadblocks.
Yeah, that's not bad.
A little left.
After the snow melt, there was a ton of deadfall on the trail. Lucky for us, people had already cleared the path for us. Though the trees slowed us down a bit, we were feeling pretty grateful for not having to get out in the scorching heat and take the chainsaw out. In all honesty, driving through this terrain is one of my favorite things to do. There are things to look at and to pay attention to rather than mindlessly driving through a clear road. So, we continued onwards, listening to our favorite Taylor Swift music and enjoying the adventure so far.
Well, this is a water crossing. It should be fine, I think. It is a little fast and a little rough, but I think it should be okay. We'll just take it slow and take it easy. We've reached a spot where the road is just water. So I feel like we're just driving through a river. It's really bizarre. We're gonna keep going until it's too deep. We'll see how it goes. I don't think it's gonna be too deep, but it's all flooded.
We were driving with the river and the lake on one side of us, and the mountains on the other side. When the temperature gets this warm this quickly, torrential amounts of water flows down from the peaks and into the valleys, making this road into a little river of its own. There is always a risk in these places of landslides and of water eroding the soil so much that the road washes away entirely. In fact, it was quite recently that this road was closed due to a massive washout. However, the water never got too deep for us, and we weren't too concerned. We didn't truly feel like it would be enough to wash the road away too much. This flooded road seemed to never end, and we started to get a little concerned about finding a spot to camp for the night. Any spots for camping towards the river would simply be flooded already, and those that weren't could potentially get flooded overnight. I don't know about Allison or Floki, but I wasn't particularly in the mood to wake up underwater. Thankfully, the water gave up, and we were on a clear path once more.
So we thought we might have found a spot to get to a campsite that we want to get to, but Allison's gone to scout on foot because it is quite overgrown and tight. So we're not sure if it'll actually get us anywhere. We can trail clear a little bit. We have chainsaws and stuff. Just not sure if it's gonna be worth it or how bad it gets later. So we'll find out. So this ain't bad. I think this is pretty good. We have access to the lake.
We had finally found ourselves in a really nice spot to camp for the night.
How's it going?
It just gets so hot up here. It's so humid, and then I gotta sit here with no space trying to unpack all this stuff. It's very exhausting.
Here is Mr. Floki. What's going on, bud? Huzzah! Here we go. Our fire is going. It'll die down in a few minutes once the really kindling type wood burns out. So it's gonna get smaller. But this is my view from my chair. The lake, the mountain, the sunset. Not a bad view at all.
Okay, so today we're keeping supper fairly simple. We're going to have some hot dogs. So I'm going to first boil them, and then we will roast them over the open fire. Sound good?
Sounds great. Hot dogs! These aren't just any hot dogs. These are fancy hot dogs. They were raw, not cooked. Hence the boiling before putting them on the fire. It's just safer that way. And freaking delicious.
Allison, Floki, and I spent the evening chatting about what a long and exciting day that we'd had. Sitting by a campfire and just relaxing is our escape from the mundane, and an excellent way to ground ourselves. As the campfire flickered into the night, we talked about what we look forward to for the next day and the next adventure. There is always more to see and more to explore. So join us next week for another great adventure, full of excitement, roadblocks, and an incredible waterfall.